Welcome to Papyrus Plans. I'm Tasha. Ready to create something beautiful? Let's dive in. Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's work on my spread for the third week of September. And this week I wanted to do a pumpkin spice latte theme because I love pumpkin spice lattes and I love coffee. So why not? So I pulled some boxes that I made, and this is grocery week. So I have that. And then I also found these bullet points left over from some boxes that I had purchased from the Martina sticker company. So I thought maybe I could incorporate some of those. I'm trying to use up any of the leftover stickers I have. So I thought that would be a good way to use these up. And then I also created some habit trackers. I created a black one and then I ran out of orange, but I have this peach color and I think that will go pretty well. So I think either one of these would work. And again, I created a grocery list box in orange and brown, depending on whether I want to throw in some orange to represent the pumpkin or just stick with brown for the coffee. Again, have coordinating box stickers that go with these. And these are boxes that I made. So I'll put that over on the side. And then I also have, again, some quotes that I have left over from a coffee spread that I did in my reading journal. And so some of these are from that as well. In fact, let me grab that and I can show you. All right, so this is my reading journal and I'm super behind this year, you guys. I don't think I've done a single entry this year. And so I've got to get caught up. I just haven't had the time. But there's some stickers left over from the series that I read, The Spanish Daughter by Lorena Hughes. And then the second book, The Queen of the Valley. So that's, it has coffee is one of the themes, and chocolate are one of the themes in the book. So I created some coffee stickers specifically for this last year. So I had a couple of stickers left over from that. And then I also did a coffee spread. And so I purchased some coffee stickers, I think like a year and a half ago or something like that from Etsy. And so like these girls in the coffee shop scene, that's from Etsy. So I thought I'd go through some of these, and these are leftover stickers I have that are a combination of some of the stickers that I made and some of the Etsy stickers. And then all of the quote stickers and the coffee stains are what I made. And these are the extra stickers I had left over from that spread that I did. And this was a misprint, but I kept it because, again, most of it is pretty good. So it got stuck in my printer and between my rollers. But I thought, you know what, it's a coffee spread. It kind of looks like spilled coffee. So I decided to keep it because, again, most of the stickers were okay. So again, I have tons of stuff to work with and play with. So I'll keep these out just so I can see what I have. Maybe have this on the side over here and pull these. So hopefully I can remember to use them. All right, now let's figure out which ones we want to use. Because again, I have quite a bit. I have this coffee bag, French press. So maybe pull a couple of the coffee stickers that kind of remind me of pumpkin spice latte, or even like iced pumpkin spice drink. Like this one is really good. I like that. Maybe this one. And I might use her. She's at the Nespresso. Maybe one of these girls or the coffee scene. I don't think I'm going to use the French press or the one with chocolate. That's the one I made for my reading journal that was left over. So like I said, some of these are kind of a combination of that, like the coffee bag that was left over from that. Let's see. Maybe some of these because they're smaller in case I need that. These are a little big, so I don't think I'll use those. I mean, I might, but I don't think so. And I definitely want to use some of the coffee splatters that I created and some of the quotes. Okay, so let's see. Kind of want to use this coffee scene, so maybe I'll put this up here. Like that. And maybe her over here somewhere. I want to use at least one of the girls. Her Nespresso. So maybe I won't use either of these. And then have tons of coffee to play with. And I want to use some of the splatters. These are the ones that I left over from a secondary sheet I made. And then I have these left over. Okay, so let's see. I might use this one since this is right here. And I think it's going to be a little too heavy if I put that here. And I'm trying to decide if I want to use orange or stick with brown. Kind of want to stick with the brown, so I think I might put these back. I thought I was going to use them, but now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm going to stick with the dark brown. And this one is a slightly different color, but because I used up all my dark brown, but it's pretty close, so I think it'll be fine. So I think I can have that there, and then I have these boxes. Now, but then again, I have these I wanted to use. So if I do use these, then I do need to use some of this to pull it in. But do I want to do that? I don't know if I do. Or maybe I just use the lighter orange, maybe. Because now that I'm looking at this, because I was thinking about representing the pumpkin, that's why I pulled the orange, but now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it's a little too bright. Let's see. What if I have, let me see if I have a lighter orange box. Let's see if I made any light orange. I might have, but I don't remember. Let's see. Got a yellow. It's more of a yellow. Green, blue. I may not have made any of that color because these are from Martinez Sticker Company, so I have some that are close to that color. But I don't know if I made a lighter orange. That's the same color. Yeah. So these are the same. And I think it's just black and gray. Okay. So yeah, I don't have any lighter orange color. I have kind of like a mustard yellow. So maybe what I'll do is I'll use the light orange and maybe the mocha color. So I feel like the orange is just too dark. I mean, originally I was going that way because of pumpkins. I was like, oh, let's put an orange in here to represent it. I mean, I could for contrasting color, but I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm kind of not feeling it. It's just, I don't know. It just feels too orange to me. I don't know. But is this going to be too brown heavy if I don't use the orange? And see, I think that's why I pulled it. I don't know. You know what? We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. I think it needs some contrast. Because if I do just brown, I think it's going to be a little too brown heavy. So maybe I should use this. Again, to bring in some of that orange. I think I might. Okay. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to bring this all the way across and, well, I was going to try to trim it with my scissors, but it might be a little hard to eyeball. So instead, I think I might put it down and then cut the part that goes over with my craft knife. And hopefully it comes up. So I'm going to put this predominantly on the weekend because I have more, I can get away with it more on the weekend. Let's see, it's about right there. And get my ruler, craft knife, turn it this way just so I can see it a little bit more easily. And try to line it up. It's a little hard to see this line over here, but I'll do my best to get close. Doesn't like cut all the way through, so I'm just kind of scoring it again. Doing my best not to go over this edge. It does not want to lift. Okay, tore my page slightly, but not too bad. I think we can live with that. And let's cut this part. Good enough. Okay, so we have that there. Now, think about bringing this down and seeing if I can find something small to fit up there. Let's see. I don't know if I have any coffee cups that are small enough. Or maybe just a coffee splatter. So I might do that. So, and actually let me white out this note section just to make sure it won't show through the box. And I'm putting this here just so I know how far I can come down. So about right there. Let's see. Maybe oh, that goes over. Okay, I don't want to cover up September. So maybe I tuck this underneath. Ooh, and it's tearing a page. Why are you ripping? Let's see. Bring that as far up as I can go so I make sure I don't go past it. And then put that on top. Okay. All right, that's cute. And then maybe have a splash coming on this side. Or maybe even on the side of the box. Maybe like that. I'm going to line up the habit tracker with this grocery list box. And then layer on this splatter. Underneath here. Let's see. About right there, maybe. And then put her on top. And then I think I'll start adding in some function to make sure that I have enough boxes for the week. For the things I need to get done. So I'm going to bring her down past this slightly. Maybe about right there. And then cut off the part that goes over. All right, so we have this down and all of the sidebar and her down. So again, I'm gonna remember to use these somewhere. And let's bring in some more of these. So I think I'll pair both of these together. Again, so it looks more intentional. All right, so I need appointment boxes or I need smaller boxes on Monday and Wednesday. And then the rest just needs to be, you know, like task lists or boxes for the things I need to get done. So again, I want to combine some of these. So maybe I'll use one orange and one brown. I just ripped that. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, since orange is right there, I'm going to put the brown one here. And then put the orange over there. Or maybe even right here. Just cutting off the offset so I can layer it. Yeah, I might do that. I think I'll put it here. Just white out that corner over there. And think about maybe I should try to lift this underneath, or should I leave it alone? Yep, I'm gonna leave it. The more I think about it, but not. Kind of want to splatter here though. Let's see if I can lift this corner. Since I just put it down. I may not be able to lift her because she's kind of big, but maybe I can put this underneath. Let's see. Just kind of add a splatter underneath this box. I think that looks kind of cool. And I think I might keep the rest of this in case I want to use it somewhere else. And I am paranoid about using this again. I still don't know what happened that one time, you guys. I don't know if my hand slipped at the last moment and I didn't notice it. But it does have this window, so now I'm kind of like, maybe I should just turn it over. This is what I do with my Happy Planner. Punch. Okay, I need these two. See, that's the hard part. You can't see it. Yeah, I'm kind of scared to use that now. Whereas this one, I always have something to line it up with. Okay. Okay, so we have the things I have to have down first. So maybe we should go in and add some of these. What did I do with the other one? Gotta find the orange one. Well, I put the orange one somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. There you go. Hold on. My other bullet points are MIA. All right, you guys. I found this one, which is not the same one, but it has the medium orange, not the lighter orange that I was looking for. But while I was looking for that, I found these sticker strips left over that I made from my Parisian cafe spread in my creative journal. So I thought maybe I could incorporate that. And yeah, I don't know what happened with the other ones. They are just missing. And I don't know if it fell in, you know, I'm sure once I finish the spread, I'll probably find them. And then I'm going to be so annoyed. I don't know what happened to them. Let me look one more time. Let me give it one more go. And I found this square orange box as well. And since it's a single one, I wanted to try to use it up. All right, guys, I'm back. It's been a few moments for you and about 10 to 15 minutes for me. You know, it's like when you lose socks, well, in the craft room, when you lose stickers. And somehow this became airborne and slid underneath something else. And I had to like pull all my papers up and it slid all the way over. And I don't even know how it got underneath all of that. So anyway, this was the kind of the backup one I was going to use if I couldn't find it. But I really wanted this one so I could use all of these and maybe incorporate some of those. So I'll put that back. But while looking for it, I did find a solitary orange box, and I also found that I put to the side some sticker strips that I created for my cafe and Paris theme that I did in my creative journal. So I thought maybe I can incorporate some of this. I thought that might be kind of cool. I'm thinking about maybe this lighter one. This one's a little dark, so I don't know if I'll use that. I mean, I could, but I don't think I will. And it's not long enough to go completely across, but maybe I could do here and then maybe a little bit there. I think I have enough for that. So I think I'll do that. Let's see, I have the boxes down that I have to have. So I think I'll put this down and then add in the, what do you call these? Bullet point stickers that I have. So let's bring this all the way to this edge. Just lining it up with this line here. And get my craft knife. I mean, that was that was a challenge. I even had my family members come in here and try to help me to try to find it, and they couldn't find it either. I mean, it's like the craziest thing. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, I've had stickers become airborne before, but usually you see where it goes, but I didn't even see where that went. Okay, so that there, and maybe continue it here, because I don't have enough to really go anywhere else. Or I could put it maybe here, then maybe add a box here, but I don't think I have a box big enough. Unless I turn, let's see, one of these on their side. Like for our weekend box, I could do that. Let's see what that looks like. And this box cut a little weird, so let me trim off the offset. All right, so if I did it like here, maybe, and I'm just gonna lightly tap it down in case I want to move it, and then like that, that would cover it. But then I have this awkward space here, so let's see, maybe I should do it. Again, I'm just kind of lightly putting it down. Do it like this, or will that be weird? Or like that, and then maybe like this. Think about covering up this edge is what I'm thinking about. Not sure how that's going to look, but this bothers me. So I either have a raw edge here or this here, but I might be able to cover that up with something. I mean, I have tons of stickers, so I might just do that. I think I will. Okay, so let's go ahead and white this out. And it's already starting to stick to the paper. See if I can get this edge. Since it's going right through the box. And get my bone folder. Since I wrinkled it, kind of smooth out these edges. And I think it goes over a little bit, yeah. It's going over ever so slightly. Just trim that off. And I think this is a little bit crooked. And again, I just put it down lightly just so I can get an idea of what it looks like. Try to fix this edge so at least it's straight. Mostly straight. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so we'll do that. Again, kind of smooth everything down. So I was able to use that little extra strip. That's kind of cool. All right, now let's see. I think I want to add some bullet points here and here. And I have these 3. So I have 12. So 6. So 2 of each color. Let me get my tweezers. And go from light orange, medium orange to the medium brown. I think that will work. But can I fit 6 here? That might be too much. Trying to figure out how to get, I'm trying to maximize, I want to try to use up all of these, except for the pink. Let's see. So let me do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'd be all except for this one. Oh. I mean, it's going to be snug, but I think it can fit. And I don't write big, so I think I can make, actually, I think I can make that work. Oh, wait. No, I can't, because I have the brown. But wait, I said 2, 4. No, okay, sorry. That works. Okay, what I need to do is I'm going to white this out, and I'm going to put it in the middle. So I can maximize my writing space to the right of this. Again, thankfully I don't write very big. So I think it'll work. Okay. I'll bring this one all the way up. Right there. 2 of each color. And I need to use this kind of as a guide for how close I need to be. Let's see. And I'm kind of lightly tapping them down in case I need to move them so that they won't be difficult to pull up if I need to. Then brown. I think I'll have that one touching. And I think I'm going to have to shift them up slightly to squeeze this one in. Okay, is it perfect? Nope, but it'll do. All right, then I think I'm gonna do the same thing here. And might even take up this space. Yeah, I think I will. That way I can take up all of this, and that way it won't be quite as squished as that over there. Again, I write small, so I think I can make that work, but let's see what I do with my, there it is. Let's take this off and make it a little easier for me. Here we go. Okay. And I'm gonna put the first one down and the last one down, and then I'll know kind of how far I need to come. Then the last one is gonna be, actually I think right here. That way I can use this as writing space. Again, I'm lightly putting them down just, again, so I can make sure that I give myself the ability to be able to move them. Come on. My tweezer keeps getting stuck underneath that. Okay, last two. bring this one down a little bit. Maybe starting it on that line there. And I just have these pink ones left. Okay, I think that works. Now let's throw in some other boxes and figure out if we can fit, let's see, what did I do with those other coffees? At least one or two of these. I'd like to fit at least those two. They're kind of big, but I think we can make it work. Like one of these down here, or maybe even right here, maybe going off the page a little bit. I'm going to trim off the bottom of this sticker and see if I can make it fit in this corner over here. Maybe I should put it right here. That way I can still see the text and not go into this box. Okay, this is kind of where I want it. I might cut part of the spoon off, or maybe I'll just cut that off completely, or maybe even replace it. Maybe I'll cut it off and then put it somewhere else. Could do that. Because I don't want it to go over here. So I think that will work. And because I have these checklists, I'm not going to need as many boxes as normal because that's going to take up a lot of my tasks. Okay, so let's put this right here. I'm going to cover up these two lines here without going into the box. Right there. And then see if I can maybe have the spoon sticking out on this side. Get my tweezers just so I can make it a little bit easier on myself to place. Let's see, I might not even need this, but see what that would look like. Actually, you know what? I don't think I need a spoon. I think I'm just going to use it without it. Yeah, I kind of like it without it. So I don't think I'm going to use it. All right, so we have that. And I think I'm going to use... I really want it right here, but it's kind of big. Let's see. Have a smaller coffee. Got these ones. I really want to use the iced coffee, but let's see what this one would look like if I trim off the shadow. Ooh, I think that one actually kind of fits perfectly right there. So I think I might do that. I'm going to decide I can't cover up all the lines here, so maybe cover up these ones and just have that one. That's what I'm trying to decide. Bring it up as far as I can come without it covering up Monday. About right there. And then trim around the sticker here. Let's see. Get my ruler. Actually, let me do this top angle. I think I'm going to trim. Can't quite see how far I need to come over, so I'm going to kind of guesstimate. I came over slightly too much, but... Okay. And put this down so I can try to pull this up. There we go. That way it looks like that's the box is on top of it, even though I cut around it. Okay, that looks good. Let's get some quotes in. I definitely want to use this one because, again, that's a standalone. So maybe I'll use, and I need to use some more brown boxes, actually. So maybe 2 of the brown boxes and a couple of these I'll throw in. But I think first I want to grab some quotes. And let's see. Pumpkin spice makes everything nice. My blood type is pumpkin spice. Let's see. But first, pumpkin spice latte. So let's maybe put by her, my blood type is pumpkin spice. It'd be kind of funny. Maybe, but first, pumpkin spice latte right here. It kind of fills in that awkward gap there. And then pumpkin spice makes everything nice. But I want to add one more box over here. So since we have the large box here, I think I'm going to use 2 of the orange. And this is a slightly different one. Actually, I think this might be from the Martina Sticker Company because these are the ones I created. So it's shaped a little bit differently, but I think, I think I can make it work. And then throw in maybe a brown box here. Or maybe I should do, actually, I think I'm going to do this here and maybe do brown over here. Let's see. I'm trying to bring this just above the quote while lining it up over here as the best I can. There we go. And brown box. And I think I'll use, oops, just rip that. Kind of want to add one more brown one over there if I can. So I think I'll put this one down and then layer this brown one on top. And I think that'll definitely be plenty of boxes, especially since I have these checklists, these bullet points. So let me white out this line since it's going through the box. And get my bone folder and just kind of smooth it down. And then layer this one on top. And we'll cut off the rest of the offset since it's going to go into the coffee house scene. Kind of layer this like this. And just realize this is going through, the line is going through the box. So let me white this out. Okay. And then put pumpkin spice makes everything nice over here. I'm gonna cut the bottom flush so I can make it, again, kind of fit within the space. And I don't think I need to white this out, but we'll see. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. And again, I think I'm going to layer a box on this side just so I have more than just one brown box over here. And layer it off of this one. Kind of like I did on the other side. And that way I can still see the sticker strip, but I have some function over there. Okay, that looks good. Again, I think I'm gonna add one more box over here. And I think I'm gonna use a square. And I think I'll layer this one too since the other ones are layered. Let's see. Maybe bring it like this. That way it's layered over there. Okay, I have tons of function. So this is definitely plenty of boxes, especially because, again, I have these checklists. Because usually I create my checklist in the box, but since I have these, I won't need to do that. So this will just be for other things that I have going on that week. Okay, let's see. Do we want to use Any other stickers? Let's see, we got this pumpkin spice season, and I want to try to use this one because it's so cute. So maybe put, let's see, when is autumn? Is it the 21st or the 22nd? Hold on. Let me look up the date of the first day of autumn because I can't remember and I already covered it up in my planner. Okay, autumn is on the 22nd, so technically that's for this, but you know what? I might use it anyway just because, again, it's so cute. I might just use it. I'm going to cut this one flat so I can put this one on top of this box. That says pumpkin spice season. And I'm trimming off the offset on the bottom. Again, technically autumn is the 22nd, but this is close. This is close enough, you know what I mean? So I think I might just use this anyway, even though it says fall vibes, just because it's so cute. And again, I'm just cutting off some of the offset just so I can put it closer to this brown box over here. About like that. And I'm gonna see if I can lift up this box. I think I want the box on top. Let's see. Or maybe I'll move this over. Let's see, can I move this over? Ooh, that came up really easy. Just so I don't have to cut through this because it's getting close to the hole. And I don't want to cut it if I can avoid it. Because it's so cute. Okay, about right there. Yeah, and then I don't have to cut it. Yeah, if I put the box on top, then I won't be able to see it. So yeah, I think I'll leave this on top so I can see most of that beverage. Okay, so we have that there, this one here, and then these two over here with her. So maybe add a few splashes of coffee stains and splatters because we have tons of those left. Let's see. I got room over here. I can add this big one. Let's see. See if I can lift this up. If not, I'm just going to cut around it. Oh, it's tearing. Don't tear. Oh, it's tearing. Okay. Nope. I'll try to cut around it. Because it does not want to come up. Okay. Maybe, actually, if I do it like this, I may not have to. Let's see. Get the angle right. Like this. And then I think I might just try to trim it. Let's see. At the bottom of the box. And let me get my tweezers. I get this small little piece of sticker paper that's stuck. But I'm scratching the box, so I bet not. Okay. Let's see. Let me test this real quick. Oh, that's close. Use this mount liner to kind of cover up that little scratch. And then let's cut this off and see if I can use it somewhere else. Ooh, yeah, I love that. That added some extra interest over there so it doesn't look quite as empty. Let's see. And actually, you know what? This might fit around here because it's kind of cut on a curve. Yep. That works. So that's the other half of this. That actually from the bottom. And then I have this one from the side that I might be able to put somewhere. Let's see. What if we put this in this kind of awkward corner here? It covers up some of the sticker strip, but it gets rid of that kind of awkward corner there. And I might remove the small little sliver of offset on the side here, just so I can see more of the box. There we go. That way I don't have the offset kind of covering up all that text. Ooh, I love this. Okay. Maybe a few more splatters, maybe some over here. And I need to leave this open to write in. So maybe a small one here, and then something, I could put something big there. And maybe even another one here. I might even layer in another one right there. Let's see. This really big one. Might just layer this like this. Kind of fill in this area here. Maybe like that. And maybe put this one over here. See if I can lift up the spoon and part of that coffee cup. That lifted really well. Let's see if I can get underneath this spoon. And then lift up the right-hand side of this box. Just trying to use my tweezers to get underneath this corner. So you can get a little bit of leverage. So I can lift it without tearing it, hopefully. Okay, the box is tearing a little bit, but I think hopefully it's enough for me to do what I want to do. Like that. Just so it all looks continuous. And trying to put this underneath the box. And put that back on top. Get my bone folder, kind of smooth everything back down. Oh, I love that. Okay. That looks great. Okay. So let me cut out the holes for that. Dare I try to use this? Boy, I'm so nervous now. I think the key is to line it up at the top where it says classic. I think. See, these don't line up perfectly. I think that's why I'm kind of confused. Yeah, I'm going to look. Let's see, where do I need it? I need it here. These two holes. So line up the ones I can see. It's the one I can't. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I mean, it's great in theory, but I feel like it's hard to line up blindly. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just using it wrong. Okay, that works. All right, do we want anything anywhere else? I was going to put this here, but then that gets into the space over here. So I probably shouldn't do that. Or what I might do is use it on this side, and then I can write over it since it won't be taking up all of this. Line it up with this edge over here. That way it just kind of gives it some interest. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to... You gotta kind of do that. There we go. Okay. I don't know. I feel safer doing it, turning it over. If you guys know of a surefire way to use this without having to do that, let me know, because sometimes when I don't turn it over, I notice it doesn't line up properly. And it tears my paper up. And then I have extra holes. So let me know if you know, again, an easier way to do that without turning it over. Because right now, I'm a little paranoid about messing up my planner pages. Okay, so that looks good. I kind of don't like this little space here, so maybe I'll try to add something over there. I have this little scrap that kind of goes, but then that's too close to that. Or I could do it like this. Let's see, where's my tweezers? I don't want to come over too far underneath that. Yeah, but then it covers over that, so maybe I shouldn't. Or what if I put it here? And then just trim it. I might do that. Trim that one little edge there. And line it up with the sticker strip in this box. There we go. Just so it kind of fills in that little gap. Ooh, that looks cool. I like that. Let's see. Do we want to add in any other quotes? Kind of want something right here. Let's see. But first, coffee or coffee is life. Maybe I'll use that one. Because it's kind of a smaller one that I can layer. Or should I just leave it alone? Ooh, I might do this. Cover up that little smudge I created. Coffee is life. And that fits perfectly right there. I like that. Again, covers up that little smudge from when I was cutting the sticker. Let's see. I don't think any other quotes. I mean, again, I kind of want something here, but I'm not sure if I have anything small enough. Let's see. Maybe I should try to add another black quote, because right now this is the only black one, and this has black in it, but it only has a small amount of black right there. Do I have anything small? Let's see. I have these two, preferably horizontal, or something I can turn to horizontal. Let's see, coffee is a hug in a mug. I might be able to make that fit if I cut it apart. And again, I have two of these because this one misprinted, so I reprinted it, but then I decided I could probably use this. I might try to use this. Let's see. Coffee is a hug in a mug. See if I can cut it apart. Or, actually, before I do that, what would it look like if I just put it here? If I trim up some of the offset, I think that might be okay. Just bring it like this. Let's see if I like that. I don't like covering up that, but I can still see most of it. Or let's see what it looks like if I raised it to right here. That's better, and it covers up less of that, which I like. I'm just gonna angle it slightly so I can get this straight. There we go, so it's not crooked. Okay, that works. All right, so I still have tons of quotes I can use for another project, and I still have quite a few coffee stickers left over, and especially the larger ones. Again, I can use for something else, and tons of boxes. So I did only end up using one of the girls. Again, I made these larger than normal. So again, I can save that for something else. Let's see, did I put in my, yeah, I did put in my habit tracker. And yeah, I think I'm glad I went with this, even though it's slightly more on the peachy side, just because I feel like this is going to be a little too heavy next to this. So I think I'm going to leave that there. And I think we're done. All right, you guys. So this is my pumpkin spice latte inspired spread for the 3rd week of September. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And are you a PSL girly? Let me know. All right, talk to you later. Bye. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay inspired and thank you for watching.